obviously restricted in what I can say. All I can tell you is I've done this 20-some years. It's the first game I've ever been thrown out of, pro or college. That's all. That's what I tell you.
Raise your
I've
hand.
been thrown out of a game.
Can you talk about just any disappointment that the ref,
No.
you couldn't explain what your thoughts were?
What?
The ref wouldn't come over to talk to you, to hear you out.
That's his prerogative. If I coach the game, he has a whistle. If he wants to throw me out of a game and that's what's in his mind, then he does it. And what are you going to do? I've never been thrown out before. I'll tell you this. I wore the brown suit today. I need to know, was Coach Rupp ever thrown out of the game? And now the question is, will I ever wear a brown suit again?
No more brown for you?
I don't think so.
I think he was so powerful, he threw some refs out of it.
But anyway, what about the game?
What'd you like?
We shared the ball, but we just have a lot. I mean, we got out rebounded. Had 7 turnovers in the second half. Had 5 in the first half, which I thought was pretty good. And you know, we got guys that have to get better. We shot the free throws pretty good. We're doing that better, but we're practicing tomorrow. We'll probably go twice on Monday. Practice on Tuesday, play on Wednesday, have a break, come back, and then we start 2 days, 3 days. We just got a long way to go. You know, the great thing about playing Mississippi Valley State, one, they've played all great opponents. They have not played any slouches. They've been in every game that they've played. A lot of them, they were up at halftime. They are an athletic team that comes at you, and they were physical. And so some of our guys didn't play up to snuff, and you know what? They exposed them. You know, Terrence has got to play. I mean, you can't, those numbers were not, you know, I mean, it's another kind of, how do you start the game this way? I mean, you know, in a league game or a big game, it's kind of like North Carolina. You can't do that. You've got to, it's important that we have everybody come and play. So, you know, he has some numbers, but they're not real. I mean, he didn't. But like I said, we'll watch the tape, go back, and try to get better.
John Coach said 3-point shot before halftime do for you all for the first 5 minutes of the second half.
Well, the first 5 minutes of the second half, what we did is we went right at Terrence, and all of a sudden it was 17, 18-point game. The 3 at half was, wow, you know, great for the fans, put us up 3 more points, but it wasn't, you know, I'm glad he made it, so now he knows he can if we ever need one of those. But
Nobody can hear you. I can.
Cal, in 27 years, I'm assuming you came close to having nights where you left early. Were you surprised when you were asked to leave?
Well, let me say this. I probably, in the last 4 years, you guys will go check this, but I bet you I haven't had 2 or 3 technicals in the last 5 years. Didn't have any last year. I mean, so I was surprised, especially since I didn't say 2 words to those guys today. But you know what? If I stepped out of the box, and that's his prerogative. If I did it, I don't know. I might have. I probably did. But again, you know, I can only control what I do and how I respond to it. You know, if he chose to do it, he could call that. The second one he did. We move on.